But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you, Ellen.
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
Jog off!
People used to look up to you.
Take a big bastard hammer and nail your fucking...
Apologise to him.
It ends today.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, mate, it's me, Dave. You're inside me head, mate. Or maybe I'm inside yours, it's hard to say. Not important, though. What is important is that this is the best fucking DLC you've ever played. Live and spooky, dead and pukey. Time loop, brewer's droop more like. This is the one, mate. It's going to be the real deal. It's going to be a roller coaster, all fucking expenses paid, uber bastard. And best of all, you get to play as me, or with me, or something. So fucking strap in, mate, because we are going to fuck shit. Oh, fucking hell, it's Bozeman. Hang on, mate.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Bozeman.
Thank you for agreeing to stay late tonight and run this light entertainment piece.
You didn't really give me any choice, mate.
No, I didn't.
What's this button do?
Press it and see.
Excellent. We should get one of these for the news.
Never going to happen. It lights up when it's time to press it. Simple.
And what's this big machine here?
That calls the guests to the stage.
Well, that sounds like fun.
It's automated, just leave it alone.
Boring.
One more thing. There's no adverts in the show, but we will need you to use the advert buttons to play in a little bit of archive footage. They're automatically loaded for you, so you just hit A, B, or C at each break.
How do I know what's on what?
Look to your right and select the fax paper.
Okay, so the top 3 are all clips from Just the Job in the 70s. Second clips are all PT from the 80s. And we just pick A, B or C when the advert buttons flash. Simple.
This ain't Waitrose, but I still get my jacket potatoes. Cruising in the car park, it's a rattler, but I really want a jacket potato.
Right, best DLC ever. Here we fucking go.
Jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato. I don't go Morrison's, nor Sainsbury's, or Asda, or Aldi, or Safeways. Chilling out in aisle 3, that's the life for me, but I'd rather have a jacket potato. Jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato.
Hello, my name's Kenneth, and I'm the manager here at Little Swindon.
I'm spitting out these bare flows, why are you looking scared, bro? I'm selling you some scarecrows, you think you're better than me, yeah, so?
So I suggest you don't make any last-minute changes, as it's my intention to
go back to your Play-Doh. Amateur and blades, though, you're gonna need to lay low. Like Dorothy and sodomy, I'm over the rainbow.
Sweet fuck all you can. Yep, standing by.
But I really want a jacket potato. Jacket potato, jacket potato, jacket potato.
Now, Peter thinks he's been brought here tonight to film a special reunion episode of Just the Job. But as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds, places.
It's time. Let's start the show.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
When you're feeling hopeless and you just can't work things out, I've got just the job. When there's too much water for a little tiny spout, I've got just the job. This is when you're sad at home, one sunny
you, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends. And yes, it's true, and I can't really believe it myself. We are back for this special one-off reunion episode of Just the Job.
I'll get it. Save you having a look away. My DLC, my rules.
Hi, Dave. It's Eric. Just wanted to say break your leg. And look after our little show.
Of course, mate. No worries, you're 100% safe with me.
It pretty much runs itself, to be fair. Just clap the guests on and off, and well, it's a family show, so keep that bleep finger at the ready.
Oh, don't you worry, mate. My finger's always ready.
That's vaguely threatening.
Promise. So to
Gotta
kick
go.
things off tonight, let's take
Stand
a
by,
little
Eamon.
askance look at the mighty Bevel.
Go, Eamon.
Because you would
Hold
be
it
so
right there, bye.
What's going on? What? Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it certainly is me.
Yo, fucker, you naughty fucker. Frank, did you know? But look at that face. You fucking did, didn't you? Fuckers, a lot of you.
Peter, you thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion episode of Just the Job?
I can't believe it.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, let's get you back to the studio.
Hey man, I can't bloody believe those bloody dancers knew about it all the way along. They knew.
They're all part this way, Peter. Mind a step there now.
I can't believe it, mate. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of your show. I think it's incredible. I've never believed that people didn't know.
He's loving this, viewers.
I didn't believe
Here
it.
we go. Right in there, Peter.
I am absolutely bloody flabbergasted. I mean, I haven't been this speechless since I was about 3 fucking years old.
Oh, lovely family show, Peter.
Yeah, well, they know what I'm like, mate, don't they?
Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much indeed.
Running for Prime Minister. I'm just going to have your vote. So, Eamon, how long have you been planning this? Eamon, how long have you been planning? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement, you were born October 10th, 1923 in the northern town of Rotherham to Fanny and Martin Clement.
Christ, was it that long ago?
We didn't have much back then, but where there's lard, there's lube, as they say at the butcher's.
That's right. They got up at the crack of dawn to make the journey down to the capital by coach. It's your infamous old man and her long-suffering husband. Ladies and gentlemen, Fanny and Martin Clement.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you both here. So, tell me, what was life like for young Peter in the Clement house?
It was same as every other house. Now special about it.
Even back then, you could tell our Petey were bound for an audience. He used to make up little plays and make us all gather round and watch them. Do you remember, Martin?
Aye, bloody long they were.
But if you got a pretty chuff, you should wave it in the fellas' faces, as they say down the pits. And our Petey were always waving his chuff about, if you see what I mean.
After all, if you weren't going to have it stuffed, you shouldn't have had it trimmed.
Fanny and Martin Clement there with the first bits of your life. It's 1938 and you're a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, but already you've got quite the reputation as a ladies' man.
Oh, Jesus, you haven't got Jan Sandwich here, have you?
Even better. Who's this?
I remember you slipping me tongue and giddle round back of your nan's house. Or you reckoned it were your first kiss, but me, I could tell it weren't. Mind you, it turns out you said that to all girls, but we loved you anyways, because you were a charming man.
Well, Christ, it could be any one of them. Is it Patty Cakes?
It's your childhood sweetheart, Chelsea Bones!
Cracking, that's my type of girl.
I could be no walk. All right. Okay.
Let me.
Yes.
I'll take that one.
Chelsea, oh,
Oh,
gosh.
Petey, look.
Hello, pets.
Hey. Oh, look at you.
Why don't you take a seat?
Here, is that all right?
Yeah. And so, Chelsea, let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in young Peter way back then that could have predicted his path to household name and now aspiring Prime Minister?
Oh, well, that's easy, Pet. You see, our Peter here, he always had a surprise up his sleeve. So, do you know what he did after our first date? No, of course you don't, so I'll tell you. That first day, he smuggled me back into school where we used to go to. I hadn't been back there since I'd left, but somehow, I don't know why I found it a surprise, but he'd gotten hold of Master Key and he'd made this lovely little nook under school stage, and there were cushions and a sleeping bag and all these candles and no, weren't what you lot are thinking with your gutter mind. No, because he were a perfect gent. He kissed me. By it, did he kiss me? But he never pushed his luck. No. Do you know what he did? I'll tell you. Kid you not, he read to me from a book that he nicked out school library.
Of course, Chelsea.
He kissed me, he read to me, and then he walked me home, because he was a class act then, and he's a class act now.
Oh, bless you, pet. Do you remember what the book were?
Aye, I do. And I also remember that thing what you do with your hands.
Steady, now, you'll get me into trouble with Mrs. C.
Chelsea Bones, everybody!
Hey, chicken!
I will see you in green room.
Not if I see you first.
Don't even know what a bloody green room
Now,
is.
before we bring our next guest on, let's have a look at some classic Just the Job. It's on that monitor there, Peter, if you'd like to watch.
And that's about 2 minutes.
I'll take a look at that monitor. I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Favourite memory? Gosh, it's hard to pick. There's so many of them. I do remember this one time. It was the height of our second run. By this time,
Everything okay?
I remember this one. LJ sulked for a week. Good choice, Eric.
Not my choice, if I'm honest. Can we reset, please?
We want to say a big thanks to all of our guests. That's Arthur and Katie from the Sunny Happy Playhouse team. Hope we didn't get you into too much trouble with the folks on Kids TV. Popstar Skinny, whose new single, Dimples on My Cheeks, comes out on Friday. And of course you, the wonderful viewing audience, without whom we would just be two men aging disgracefully in a large shed. See you next week.
Before we go, sorry PC, thought somebody would have told you, there is someone else we need to thank today.
Okay, and who might that be, LJ?
Someone who's been with us right from the very start, PC, through thick and thin.
Me, ma'am?
Actually, it's his birthday.
Would it be somebody whose birthday it is today?
Yeah, and it's his birthday today. Frank, come on over here. We've got you something.
Come on up here, Frank. Come on.
This is Frank, our long-suffering floor manager. And I'm not ashamed to say that I love this man. We all do.
So we've had a bit of a whip round.
No, we haven't.
And we've all clubbed together. And we have got you this.
Well, I bought it, actually.
Oh, lummy, what a beauty. Look at the detail on that icing.
Who are these miniature marzipan figurines? It's so intricate.
Well, it's from that place in Frampton Square. They're famous for it. And I know you collect miniatures, so it seemed right somehow.
Gosh. Thanks, Jay.
Going great, I think.
That's
Everything's
really,
smooth, according to
really
plan.
kind of you.
Yeah, well, he's been in the game for years. I used to work with him on Peter, you know. Lovely guy. I was a runner for Dorothy Hammerman. She scared the shit out of me.
I loved him, though.
She's backstage.
Yep, saw her in the corridor. Hopefully she didn't see me.
You hiding from one of the guests, Eric?
10 seconds, everybody. Yeah, all right. She scares me a bit. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64, and again from 1972 to 1976. And across so many of those shows, there was always one man by your side.
Pull me up!
That's right, a man who needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway. Your sidekick for almost 13 years, little Jimmy Chisel!
Fuck me, they put him back in his old outfit. What a prick.
I go by Jim now, mostly.
Lovely. There we go. Ah, together again, eh, lads? This has got to be bringing back some memories, eh?
It certainly does. Not all of them good ones, eh, Pete?
We had our moments, LJ. I'll give you that.
Well, Jimmy, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight onto this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen and the off-screen versions of Peter Clement?
Well, you know, Eamon, there's really not that big a difference. I mean, Pete's not pretending to be anything. He is what he is, and what he is a massive...
Steady now.
Prankster.
He said prankster, not wanker, in case you didn't get it.
I've lost count of the number of pranks he's pulled on me over the years, both on and off screen.
Actually, we've got a little bit of footage here which shows us exactly what you're talking about. Let's roll it there.
And let's get those nails in good and tight, shall we, little Jimmy? Sure thing, Pete. Tool me up! Here you go, pal. Make sure you hit it good and hard. Oh, Jimmy, what have you done to yourself now?
God, I remember that when we sabotaged the hammer. It took us 3 hours to set that one up.
Yeah, and about 6 weeks before I could walk without crutches.
Oh, God, those crutches, they were always getting in the way.
Were they?
Lost none of the old spark, eh, boys?
Well, that's the last footage you'll find of me wearing sandals. I mean, my feet are grotesque now. Children get upset.
Little Jimmy Chisel, everybody.
It's Jim now. Never mind.
Keep yourself. In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continent to fight. And it was there, on those very battlefields, that the strangest of friendships was born.
They asked me to say something about you. This is what I write. Only 10 words. Big man, tiny penis, shitty golfer. Once saved my life.
It's your friend of over 40 years, the current Kyrgyzstanian ambassador to the capital, Ivan Vodovich!
Oh, fuck it. Come here, you prick! You horrible bastard! Oh, this Kyrgyzstanian Special Reserve. The guards at labor camps drinking to keep ice out of their lungs. Here, it put, how you say, hair on your balls.
It's chest, mate.
Yeah, well, it should be balls. Here, up your bottom.
And also up yours.
Thank you for that. So, tell us, what's it like being friends with Peter Clement?
Jesus Christ, you can clean grout him with that. Peter Clement, very annoying man. He drink too little and talk too much. But in time of crisis, he's no one better to have by your side. Also on golf course, where he make you look good with his terrible stroke.
There's nothing wrong with my stroke, pal.
You stand like man trying to find his tiny penis. Oh no, where is penis? Oh, is this it? No, his blade of grass is too big for penis.
You want to watch it, pal? If I win this election, you're going to be in trouble.
If you win this election, I shave off all my hair.
I'll take that bet.
Ivan Vonovich, everybody!
I see you after show, yes sir. We finish bottle.
Yeah, good idea, Phil. I've been meaning to clear the paint off that garage for a while now.
You insult Pakistani glorious special reserve. Be careful you not start another war, my friend.
Never again. Never ever again. And that is a
Peter Clement promise.
Interesting, man. It wasn't just the job that the nation took to their hearts. Starting in 1977 and running for nearly 7 years, you brought your inimitable Peter Clement style to your eponymously named late-night chat show, Petey.
I fucking love that bloke.
Let's take a look at a clip now.
And that's about 2 minutes.
Same monitor as before?
Absolutely.
Suppose you saw that.
Classic television.
I'm looking in the script here, Eric, but I can't seem to find it.
Find what?
No, I can't seem to find where it says pour 2 shots of vodka on Eamon's chair.
Right, I get it. Debbie, can we...
Doesn't bother me. I'm a leaf in the wind, even if the guests aren't.
Right, you are. Penny for him.
If you were a pop star, Eric, a genuine cocaine, groupies on the tour bus level pop star, would you give it all up to be a priest?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably as crazy as giving up a 5-night-a-week chat show to become a politician.
Ha! I'll drink to that.
Oh, no thanks, I still need my job. Can we reset, please?
They said we shouldn't do it, but bringing it back. She won't war, I'll drink to that, yeah.
Right, Archbishop, it's a very simple game. I'm going to read out a series of statements to you. If you agree with them, you shout out, I'll drink to that, and you down one of these glasses of holy vodka that we've laid out for you.
You know, I've not seen an array like this since the Socialites played in San Palmarino.
Now, for legal reasons, can you confirm that you're doing this of your own free will and that we're not blackmailing you or coercing you in any way?
Not coercing, no, more like ambushing. But I've never been one to turn down a challenge, and after all, our good Lord even enjoyed a tipple from time to time. The church isn't all jumble sales and child abuse, you know.
Let's play! Cats are better than dogs.
That clearly you've not met my poodle Beelzebub.
No? All right. Coffee is better than tea.
That's clearly heresy.
We will get you. Billy Bob Jean... You know what that is, do you?
I'm actually rather fond of country music these days. Gosh, that's broken amongst our old fans, I'd imagine.
Billy Bob Jean Short's hit song, Do What I Say or Go Back to the Basement, is better than Graham Bannon's classic hit from the 50s, If You Won't Be My Lady, Lady.
Better than Graham Bannon? I'll drink to that. I can't believe you actually. On with the game.
Y fronts are better than boxer shorts?
I'll drink to that.
Fantastic. We're learning a lot here. A bacon sandwich is better than fish and chips.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Sauce on the sandwich.
If you like.
I'll drink to that.
Girls are better than boys?
Bloody drink to that.
Language, Archbishop. Charity is better than thrift?
Nah, that's a bit theosophic. That's a bit deep. These shots are going straight to my head, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. We honestly thought that you were going to be sober at this point.
Well, you can take the boy out the socialites, but you can't take the Archbishop out of the boy. No, wait, that doesn't sound.
God is better than all of us.
Of course he is. He's fucking great.
Well, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Is there a bucket somewhere?
You'd think getting smashed on live television would have ruined the Archbishop's career, but it actually did the opposite.
Eric!
He's more popular than ever now. And of course he presents
Anyone seen
Hymns of
Eric?
Joy
Eric?
on Free.
He's not here, mate.
Which is the most watched religious television show in history. And all because of a few shots.
I can't hear what you're saying,
They
man.
say God works in mysterious
sake,
ways.
in 3,
In this case,
2.
it was through me and a dodgy off license.
Unforgettable stuff. While you took all the credit, arguably, someone else did all the work, didn't they now?
Peter Clement to the set, please. Unless you've already surrendered your bollocks at the front desk.
Jesus, Horatio, Jim Smasher Christ, no way!
Yeah, it's your producer for over 7 years. Now the chief executive of Channel 3 and one of the 10 most influential women in media for the 3rd successive year with the 5th Bits of Your Life. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorothy Hammerman!
Mwah, mwah. Congratulations on the new job, Dottie. You deserve every bit of it.
Yes, and good luck with yours.
Well, I haven't got it yet.
Of course you do, darling.
Well, you were his producer on PT for over 7 years. What's your favourite memory from that show?
Oh, well, there have been so many, but I think, yes, every evening on the half before the show, we would meet at the side of the stage for our little ritual.
Well, I persuaded her it was a northern ritual, but the real truth of the matter is, it was just something that me and Sid used to do before the war.
We'd have a toast, like this.
Here's one finger for the north, and 2 fingers to the south, and we can all apologise tomorrow.
And that was the secret of our 6 years at the top, amen.
Dorothy Hammerman, everyone!
You're wasted here, darling.
Thanks for coming.
I wouldn't want to live in a world without you, sweetie.
And so, to last year, when you surprised the entire country by announcing you were giving it all up to form a new political party, and because the final bits of your life is always about the future.
Oh, Peter, what have we let ourselves in for?
Your co-founder in advance, and possibly the next Prime Minister, Miss Julia Salisbury.
It's lovely to be here. I grew up watching bits of your life as a child. It's about time you got round to Peter.
Well, thank you for taking the time out from your campaign to come and speak to us. Let me ask you this. Is Peter Clement really a good fit for politics?
Careful, love, it's a bloody trap.
Well, he's not what you'd conventionally think of as a politician. Huntleton demonstrated his colourful vocabulary and he's partial to a tipple from time to time.
Well, it is true, like to hold me town halls in public houses, yeah, that's true.
But haven't we had enough of those perfect politicians with their impeccable lives, with no character flaws because they have no character at all? Surely after Hamilton Man and his perfect veneer of respectability, we're starting to see that there is perhaps something dark behind the mask of privilege.
Hey, no speeches from you. You're supposed to be talking about me.
Peter doesn't wear a mask. What you see is what you get. You might not always agree with what he says, but you'll always know what he thinks. Because he's honest. And he keeps me honest. And I think, in the end, that's what's so amazing about Peter Clement. He makes us all a bit more honest.
Fantastic. Well, viewers, coming up, we've got a little bit of a treat for you. But before then, let's take a look at the current Peter Clement. Now, this is you, last week in the debate. And viewers, if this is anything to go by, the future's looking pretty bright.
I think we have ably demonstrated these past 7 years that we are truly the party of commerce.
Well, then why does the Business Enterprise Foundation support
our fully costed manifesto, eh? Tell me that.
Your party can't be trusted with the economy.
Well, we have moderate plans for steady growth.
Oh, listen to the pair of you competing for your master's approval. You're the party of economic stability. You're the party of business. So, who is left for the rest of us?
You're hardly a poor man with your TV career.
No, not now, no. But I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, Mr. Hamilton man, or went to private school and then university like you, Mr. McNair. But you know what that does give me?
No, please don't say the common touch.
It gives me a bit of fucking perspective.
Please, control your language, Mr. Hamilton.
Actually, no, you know what? I am not sorry if the language that I use, the language of the ordinary people, is considered to be, oh, I don't know, unsuitable or offensive, because it is just a word. Whereas these two will fuck up your life for a crumb off Remington's Vist's table, but they will use all the right words.
When you make us sound like yobbos.
You are yobbos. You come in loud, you kick the country in the face, you nick all of our stuff to sell to your rich mates, and then you pat us on the head and expect us to be grateful for the doggy treat.
Unfortunately, it'll take more than earthy rhetoric to balance the books. What the electorate want is a strong economy.
What the electorate want is to be heard.
Well, in just 5 short weeks, we'll find out if those words hold true. But for tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Take it away, boys!
When you're sitting listless in a dull and lifeless room, I've got just the job. When you need a friend to come and blow away the gloom, I've got just the job.
If you're feeling all backed up
or needing some repair,
I'll pop round in the morning when you haven't done your hair.
Once he's finished banging misses, you won't even care. And that's just the job.
And we're out.
Just goes to show what I always say, Eric. You want good, wholesome family entertainment, stick to the script.
What the fuck? Is that it? No, this ain't right. Who's this prick? No, stop this. Hang on. Right, I've had an idea. Bear with me, we're gonna need this. Right, let's restart the DLC and see if we can't improve it. Yep, 7 weeks before the start of the main game. Got it, hurry up. Right, now, what I'm about to do is not strictly within my job description, so probably best we just keep it between the two of us. Right, that's a good start. Oh, and we're gonna need this. I'll handle the notes, mate. You can just fill in the gaps in your head. Right, we've seen what happens when the show runs in order. It's shit. Now then, let's see what the fuck's sake.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Bozeman.
I'm getting reports that there's something wrong with the calls machine.
No, all looks fine to me.
What are you doing, Dave?
It's all good, mate. If anything, I'm improving things.
Please don't do that, Dave. Just play in the applause, pick a clip at the breaks, and don't touch the calls machine.
Good, he's gone. Let's touch the calls machine. Right, to get started, let's call any guest except guest 1. We can see who's in which holding area on this little screen. Ah, the resentful sidekick, little Jimmy Chisel. Well, let's see where this goes.
and Harry comes face to face with the devastating loss of his hairline. That's The Estate, tomorrow at 8:30. But before we go live to Eamon and the gang, there's just time to look forward to what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 9:30, we have an in-depth documentary about the downfall of Jacob Hamilton Mann, which forced this year's early election. That's The Night Visitor at 9:30, poorly narrated by Patrick Bannon. At 10:30, Adrian Atkinson Blimey is here for a special episode of Incisors, where he sinks his teeth into the current cost of living crisis by interviewing a multimillionaire, a nurse, and a bin man to see who is suffering the worst. Here's a clue: it's not the millionaire. At 11:30, fasten your seatbelts as it's time for Wayne de Spirit Whistle to lead another terrifying exploration in Live and Spooky. And tonight, they'll be asking if the old brewery in Arsminster...
Yeah, I realise that, Eric. But my family have made it clear to me that my episodes are embarrassing for them, so I suggest we stick to the script so I don't have to face the ire of all 4 of my brothers. Or worse, my sister. Nothing more important than family, Eric. Maybe one day you'll realise that. You can never persuade a lady to let you cough your muck up her... Yep, standing by.
For a very special episode of Bits of Your Life.
Good evening, I'm Eamon Titley. Behind me is a true TV legend, and now running for Prime Minister. Everyone's handiest man, Peter Clement. Now, Peter thinks he's been brought here tonight to film a special reunion episode of Just the Job. But, as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds. Laces. 10 seconds.
It's time. Let's start the show.
In 5, 4, 3...
Just that job. Just that job. Just that job. Just.
When the skies are cloudy on a Friday afternoon, I've got just that job. Just that job. When it's all so cloudy that it leaves you sad and gloomy, I've got just that job. Just that job. Lady, when your handyman turns out to be a hound, I'll come and do it my way. Well, there's no one else around. I'll take my time while you recline, and then skip right out of time. 'Cause that's just the job.
Thank you, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends, and yes, it's true, and I can't really believe it myself. We are back with this special one-off reunion episode of Just the Job. And just to be clear, it is the show that you remember with me old sidekick, little Jimmy Chisel, some top tips on how to improve your DIY, and, of course, some special surprise guests from Just the Job.
Dave's family planning clinic. Dry and itchy or angry and weeping?
Beg your pardon?
Just passing the time.
Oh, we don't have much time, so...
You'd be surprised, mate. We have all the time in the world, in a way.
Well, you might, but I'm on a bit of a tight... Oops, hang on, Dave. Stand by, Eamon. And go, Eamon. Sorry, Dave, back in a sec.
What's going on?
I'm going anyway.
It's you.
Yeah, it certainly is me.
You naughty fucker. Sorry.
Peter.
Frank, did you know about that? Look at that expression. You did, didn't you fucker?
Peter, you thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion episode of Just the Job.
I can't believe this.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, let's get you back to the studio. Fucker.
I can't bloody do those bloody dances you're about all the way along.
They're all fun. This way, Peter. Mind your step there now.
Bloody no. I can't believe it. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of...
Right, I'm back. Cool, it's colder than downstairs, are you?
Is it?
Anyway, just wanted to quickly say Eamon's a really great host. Really great. But he does tend to, how to put this, fall apart if you don't stick to the script. And I'm told the machine that normally does it is set to manual. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simple. There's Eamon. Gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Already fucked that, mate.
Have you voted? So, Eamon, how long have you been planning this? Eamon? How long have you been planning? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement. You were born October 10th, 1923, in the northern town of Rotherham, to Fanny and Martin Clement.
Tool me up.
That's right. They got up at the crack of dawn to make the trip all the way down to the capital by coach. It's your infamous old mam and her long-suffering husband, Fanny and Martin Clement.
It's Jim.
Right, yeah, let's get you sat down.
Oh, time to call another guest, mate.
Lovely to have you both. Lovely to have you here. So tell us, what was life like for Peter growing up in the Clement house?
Well, obviously I wasn't there for it, Eamon.
So this path is something about a long-lost brother.
Oh, yeah. We're good friends. And from what he said, I get the impression Peter was a bit of a bully.
How long has this been going on?
Sorry, mate. Touched a nerve there, have I?
You know how it is with me and our Sid.
Oh, yeah. He's told me all about it. Have a good show. Have a good show.
Little Jimmy Chisel, everybody! In 1938, you were a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, and already you had quite the reputation as a ladies' man. Who's this, Peter?
Ladies' man, Peter Clement. With penis so small, you need space telescope to know if it even exists.
Oh, fuck off, Ivan.
It's your childhood sweetheart, Chelsea Ball.
No, it bloody isn't.
No, it bloody isn't. Some sort of rock and roll star.
This is Ivan Vodovich, Eamon, one of my oldest friends,
Chelsea.
Ivan,
let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in Peter way back then that could have predicted his path to household name and now aspiring Prime Minister?
You know, I listening before I come on your set, and I hear name Sydney. And I think I not heard his name in 25 years.
Let's keep it that way.
Beep, beep, beep. Pick a guest.
You like good night at goat fight, always bleating and snapping at each other. And then one day, poof, he gone. And just like that. And never spoken of again.
And that's the way I like it, Eamon. Should we get the next guest out?
Wait, first we open Erkistani Special Reserve.
Not in the mood, mate.
Hey, you okay, my friend?
Sorry. Not your fault. Meet in the pub after. Not your fault. Meet in the pub after.
Ivan
Vodovich.
Ivan Volodobov, everybody.
Close enough.
Now, before we bring our next guest on, let's take a look at a classic clip from Just the Job. It's on that monitor there, Peter, if you'd like to take a look.
There's so many of them.
And that's about 2 minutes.
I'm going for a gander. Get my mind off things.
By this time, we knew each other way too well. Anyway, we got towards the end of the show.
Well, that's about all we've got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. And we want to say a big thanks to all of our guests.
Everything okay?
I remember this one, LJ sulked for a week. Good choice, Eric.
Not my choice, if I'm honest. Can we reset, please?
We've seen this one before. It's Frank's birthday. You can skip it if you like. Just press the advert button again.
See you next week. Before we go, sorry, PC. Talk to me with a tiny replica of my office.
You see, Eric, there's on track and there's off track, you see?
Yes, Eamon.
And I'm not one to criticise, but I'm not sure which one this is.
Is that right, Eamon?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that we're not on track.
No, that's not the right guest. I'll scribble it out.
10 seconds, everybody.
But if you do want me to criticise...
Right, when you zoom in on the pad like that, the whole of the rest of the game pauses, so you've got a little bit of time to think. Don't know why they didn't put it in the main game. Lazy.
For now.
It wasn't that funny.
Going in 5, 4, 3,
pretty badly allergic, so...
What fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64, and again from 1972 to 1976. And across those many, many shows, there was always one man by your side.
I couldn't say that. That would sound filthy coming from a lady like me.
That's right. It's the woman who should have been here for the last question. I can't remember her name. I think it's something to do with bosoms. Come on in. What's your name, love?
Oh, Chelsea Buns.
Chelsea. Hold on.
Oh, here you go.
Chelsea Buns, you haven't aged it.
And you are still a bloody liar, you charmer, you.
Married?
No, love. Mr. Wright never came along, and if he did, well, I probably missed him anyway.
I'm sorry to hear.
Hey, don't you go mithering about that. I had plenty of Mr. Wrongs in me time.
Well, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique...
Pick a guess, machine's bleeping.
What would you say are the main differences between the on-screen and the off-screen versions of Peter Clement?
Well, the on-screen version, well, he wouldn't be so quick to slap your arse if you bend down too near him.
Oh, you better ask LJ about that one.
Yeah, well, we would have if he'd actually come on when he was supposed to, but he didn't. And we'd have shown a clip. No point now. Cheesy boobs, everyone.
It's Chelsea Buns.
You're all right, love, I'll take cheesy boobs. Who don't like cheese?
Or boobs, for that
Oh. I will see you for the song.
Yeah, it'll be about 2 minutes at this rate.
Oh, now where have I heard that before?
Cheeky cow.
In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continent to fight. And it was on those very battlefields that the strangest of friendships was born.
10 words about Peter. I only need 2. My conscience.
Can't place the voice. Let's try the face. On you come. No, still nothing. And Julia Souls, please. Good for you.
God, your name's on the ballot too.
You'll be famous soon enough.
Or infamous.
Thanks for joining us. So, what's it like to be friends with Peter Clement?
Well, even though it feels like I've known him forever because of all the TV shows, I've only really known Peter as more than an acquaintance for a very short period of time.
We're still on our best behaviour.
Precisely. Friendship takes time, shared experience. That's all to come for Peter and I.
Julius,
that beeping means pick a guest. I suppose you've worked that out by now.
We're way off track here. Best of
What's off the tracks?
The first person
See you quite soon then.
Very likely.
Yeah, would you please just go?
Oh, me.
But of course, it wasn't only...
That was brave, Eamon.
It wasn't only Just the Job that the nation invited... Sorry, what was brave?
Being that rude to the next Prime Minister.
I don't think I was... Sorry, who?
Julia Salisbury, the woman you just told to fuck off, is going to be the next Prime Minister.
She's...
Yep.
Oh, shite. Let's have a look at a little bit of Petey there, shall we?
And a couple of minutes back.
Well, I check and see if my passport's still in date.
Same monitor as before, Eric.
Yep.
So, Eric, we're 4 guests in, we're horribly off track, and I might be arrested for treason or something. What's your plan?
At this point, the smart thing for me to do is to deny I ever met you. You'd been in a successful pop band back then, the Socialites. But since received a calling to ministry and became a rising star in church circles instead. Peter's always been a fan of...
Oh, he's having a drink.
The Socialites. He'd always... Penny for him.
If you were a pop star, Eric, a genuine cocaine, groupies on the tour bus level pop star, would you give it all up to be a priest?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably as crazy as giving up a 5-night-a-week chat show to become a politician.
Ha! I'll drink to that.
Years ago, when you were a
Oh, no thanks, I still need my job. Can we reset, please?
Yep, this is the one where the Archbishop gets drunk. Let's skip over it. Press the add button again.
I'll drink to that. Do you remember that?
Oh, I know that look. We should have given up after the first break. What? That's where it all started to go wrong.
It's not so bad.
Did you not see that last section? Have you got sudden onset amnesia?
Please don't do anything stupid.
I'll think about it.
Please don't.
He's more popular than ever now. And of course he presents Hymns of Joy, which is
10
the most
seconds.
religious television show in history. And all because of a few shots.
Going in
Say God
5,
works in mysterious
4,
ways.
3.
In this case, it was through me and a dodgy off license.
Eamon, we're live. Eamon, we're live. Eamon! 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 Right, yeah, there we are. Sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody. Unforgettable stuff. But while you took all the credit, while you no, come on, Eamon. You're a leaf in the wind. You're a leaf in the wind. You're a leaf in the wind.
Everything all right out there?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, you just stay where you are. Fine. Yeah, you just stay where you are. Piss off. If you like, honestly, I don't really care. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I am a mild man, really. I am. You know, I have many children, and I hardly ever smack them, even though sometimes they really fucking ask for it. Get back to the script. You know, you see, that voice that you can hear, that's Eric, and his job is to make sure that the show runs smoothly, and as you've witnessed, he's not doing a very good job. Because you see, when Eric makes a mistake, you know, it's not him who looks like a prick, is it, ladies and gentlemen? No, it's me. No, it's me. I'm the prick. I mean, I trained at a serious drama school, you know? There's more to me than this fucking horrible cruise ship jacket.
We're not doing the rest of the show then.
Nope. Sorry, Peter. Nope. Sorry, Eric. Can't do this anymore. No, I don't even want to be here. You know, I didn't train for this. You know, I want to sing the big swing numbers. Come sail with me, come on, let's sail away. Let's say goodbye to the 9 to 5 down in Palmerino Bay. Dance break. Yeah, obviously it's better with the top shoes, you know. It's better, you know. It's perfect for a cruise around the bay. They say, come sail with me, come on, let's sail away.
Come on, Eamon. I think we're done here.
Right. Can I stop now?
If you like, mate.
Oh, no, wait. Your jigsaw. You've got to get the... Hang on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that the bits of my life are to remain incomplete.
I've always wanted to have a go on this fucking thing.
Which is probably for the best.
Hello, everyone! I'm some feckin' stupid guest who's going to come out and tell you some vacuous anecdotes. Cue the music! Bits of your life. Bits of your life. Now, see, normally at the end, Peter, what we do is we give you a little portrait-sized version of this. But I checked backstage, and surprise, surprise, it's not feckin' there. So this time, we're going to give you this. Here, all you have to do. Well, that's fucking symbolic, isn't it?
Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I imagine this will be the last ever episode of Bits of Your Life. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we wish Eamon the very best for his retirement and his recovery, whichever order they should come in.
That's really kind of you. That's really kind.
Play the music, boys. Play the When you look around you and you're miles and miles off track, I've got just the job. Sometimes it's impossible to get the smoothest back, but that's just the job. It's difficult to contemplate, but contemplate you must. When church and state have failed you and you're trying to adjust. If you can't trust the telly, then there's nothing left to trust. Guess that's just the job.
You're running in circles.
Come on.
Do you feel like every month costs more? You're not alone. Over the last year, more and more people have been looking to Advance for answers and finding that we have them. From inequality to indignity, Advance have fair solutions and the courage to implement them, even if we have to ruffle a few gilded feathers along the way. We're not politicians. We're people from normal backgrounds.
Petey, he's such a sweetie.
Right, let's see how we're getting on.
TV, it's such.
And we'll be back on the estate tomorrow night when Karen finds out if Sharon's half-sister is Harry's long-lost brother, and Harry comes face to face with the devastating loss of his hairline. That's the estate tomorrow at 8:30. But before we go live to Eamon and the gang, there's just time to look forward to what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 9:30, we have an in-depth documentary about the downfall of Jacob Hamilton.